Hi there, my name is Joshua Howe, and you're watching Freedom is a Choice YouTube channel. I've been editing for a little while, and I decided to try something new, so I'm going to do a top 10 ranking of my favorite Christian films. I want to throw it out there that these are my opinions, and there's really nothing to go off of. I just think they're the best, and I want to get some new ideas out there. So without further ado, let's go to number 10. And number 10 is War Room. War Room is one of the first movies that got me into this whole Christian film kind of thing, and I got into a screeners list and saw the movie before it came out and got really interested, started doing some Googling. So I love movies. This one is about a broken marriage and how God can help.
This is my favorite place in this house. I call it my war room.
You wrote prayers for each area of your life.
Prayer strategy.
I sure could use some of that.
I lived at your house. Whenever my parents are together, they just fight.
Argue a lot doesn't mean that you fight well. You got to plead with God so that he can do what only he can do. Then you got to get out of the way and let him do it. You need to do your fighting in prayer. Lord, call us to battle. Raise them up, Lord, raise them up.
And number 9 on Freedom is a Choice's list. What will it be? God's Not Dead 2. God's Not Dead 2 is obviously the sequel to the first God's Not Dead and a very popular Christian film. I tried to throw some movies out there that we've never heard of in order to get some better publicity. This one is about a teacher that uses the Bible in class and gets penalized for it. Let's see what
nonviolence so radical is this unwavering commitment to a nonviolent approach.
Isn't that sort of like what Jesus meant when he said that we should love our enemies?
Yes, you have heard it said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
One of your students sent a text to their parents. Did this happen?
If you're asking whether I responded to a student's question, yes.
We're going to prove once and for all that God is dead.
Number 8 on the countdown. I Am Not Ashamed. I Am Not Ashamed is a film that hits very close home with me. It's about Columbine and a girl's faith through the process. Columbine was a massive school shooting in Denver, Colorado in 1999, I believe, and I was actually in high school in Colorado at the time, so it was pretty big news. Here's the trailer.
I don't understand why having a walk with God is so hard for me.
He's there, as hard as that is to grasp. He's in control.
I'm gonna make a difference in the world.
I have no doubt you will.
Can I help you? I just want to live my life for Jesus and let people take whatever they want from that.
What's your problem? Think you're better than us?
There's no easy answer. But I don't think that God wastes anything.
Number 7 on Freedom is a Choice's top 10 faith-based films is Courageous. Courageous, unlike the other films, is an action-packed film that I believe brings many characters together and shows several different stories. This main plot of this movie is that they're going to make a father's pact to be the best fathers, God-loving people that they can. Here's the trailer.
We have a warrant for your arrest.
Man, if it wasn't for my family, I'd be in a tailspin right now.
You do heal, but you're never the same.
I want to know what God expects of me.
This didn't do it right. Something like this needs ceremony.
I feel like a rich man.
As your father, I want the very best for you. I promise to take care of you.
I believe every father should step up and answer the call. And to say, I will.
Down to number 6 already. And the number 6 movie is God's Not Dead. Just like I said in the previous post, God's Not Dead 2. These are mainstream films that I appreciate, and I think that their publicity is the ones that started the mainstream Christian films into popularity. I think many other films were made after these because they were successful. Here's the
Professor Radisson,
Not
this is
Dead.
Philosophy 150. I would like to bypass senseless debate altogether and jump to the conclusion, which every sophomore is already aware of: there is no God. All that I required from each of you is that you fill in the papers I've just given you with 3 little words: God is dead. Something wrong.
I can't do what you want. I'm a Christian.
If you cannot bring yourself to admit that God is dead, then you will need to defend the antithesis. Mr. Wheaton, are you ready?
We're going to put God on trial.
If you think you're smarter than me, Wheaton, do not try to humiliate me in front of my students. In that classroom, there is a God. I'm him.
Number 5 on my top 10 countdown. Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is one of the newer movies on here, and it was great success. Actually won some awards. It is probably pretty well known, but the basis of the story is that a Christian man joins the military because it's what he's supposed to do, and he feels called to do so, but he doesn't believe in killing or using guns. So he uses what God gives him, and he makes the best of it in order to help his team. Here's the trailer for
States
Hacksaw
government
Ridge.
designed to bring death to the enemy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can't touch a gun.
You don't kill.
No, sir.
You know, quite a bit of killing does occur in war.
Private Doss does not believe in violence. Do not look to him to save you on the battlefield.
Private Doss, you are free to run into the hellfire of battle without a single weapon to protect yourself.
And number 4, we're getting down to the good movies here. Number 4 is Miracles from Heaven. This was one of the other first screeners that I saw, and although I don't care for, as I call them, lifetimey movies, I think that there's a lot of good points to this movie. I think that the doctor does a great job. He loves kids, and that the miracles in the movie pretty much make it. There's a plot twist that you don't see coming. It's not just that the good guy wins at the end.
When Anna
Check it
got
out. Here's
sick,
Miracles
I just
from
couldn't
Heaven.
understand it. Why was this loving little girl going through this?
I think your daughter is lactose intolerant.
Acid reflux.
Everything looks okay.
Everything's fine.
Everything is not fine. There's something wrong with our little girl.
There's no cure for Anna's condition.
Doctor, please. This is our little girl.
I'm scared, Mom.
Me too. So you're telling me that when this baby girl fell 30 feet, she hit her head just right, and it didn't kill her, and it didn't paralyze her?
Yes.
Well, that's impossible.
He told me I'd be fine.
Number 3 on Freedom is a Choice Countdown, Top 10 Christian Films, The Shack. The Shack is a very inspirational movie about a father that loses his child and has to decide how he wants to avenge it or deal with it. And he ends up getting a message from God, and God leads him on the path to see that the world is not over and that he can use
My mailbox.
his experience.
No chance for
good.
yourself.
Here's
You're
the
not thinking
trailer
about
for
going
The
back
Shack.
there.
I gotta do something.
You know this isn't a good idea.
It's crazy, but this is all I got.
Got a fire going inside if you want to warm up.
Number 2 is a great movie about marriage and how God can protect a marriage, even a broken marriage. It deals with a book called The Love Dare, and essentially it dares the spouse, both spouses actually, to perform acts of kindness on each other for 40 days and see if it can bring them closer to saving their marriage and to God.
With everybody in the world except my wife.
And I've seen you run into a burning building and save people you don't even know, but you're gonna let your own marriage just burn to the ground.
I want you to hold off on the divorce for 40 days. I'm gonna send you something in the mail. Take one day at a time, then see what happens.
Every day has me adding a new concept to the way I treat her.
My advice is go all out.
In the last few days, he has fixed me coffee, bought me these pitiful little flowers, and just now called just to see if I'm doing okay.
No love. Now let me give you some honorable mentions. The first one I forgot was Flywheel, but also Facing Giants, Finding Grace, Woodlawn, Faith of Our Fathers, Amazing Love, The Encounter, The Resurrection of Gavin Stone, and many, many more movies are great. If you need any suggestions on Christian films, let me know. I have the inside. And now to the final countdown. We're going 3, 2, 1. Freedom is a Choice. Favorite Christian film is Do You Believe? Do You Believe is made by the creators of God's Not Dead. It's also related to The Newsboys, as many of the God's Not Dead films are. But the thing about this movie is that there's action, drama. It's one of the best movies I've ever seen. It brings 12 separate stories together, and again, they're all different genres, and the film essentially shows how God can move in everybody's life, not just...
Do you believe in the cross of Christ?
I'm a pastor.
If you believe, then the question is, what are you going to do about it?
What does it mean to believe? It is forgiveness. It is redemption. It is unconditional love.
Where was God the night we lost Kathleen?
Just because we're on the street doesn't mean that I'm a bad mother.
From the looks of things, she couldn't care less whether we save her or not.
I can't just turn her away.
Not asking you to. It's a miracle.
There's no such thing as miracles. I saved these people. I should get the credit. I won't apologize for sharing the gospel with a dying man.
This cross is gonna cost you.
We're about to throw everything away.
I don't have a choice.
This is our one moment. Everything changes for us.
Stop, please!
I've been where you're going. You have to choose. Take the first step. It'll change your life.
Take out your cross and let it be a reminder of the amazing gift that Christ has given us. And let it inspire us to live our life the way Jesus lived his.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for watching. A couple of housekeeping notes. This is the first type of movie like this that I've made. A countdown or a promotional video for Christian films, but all of these films have made an impact on my life, and I think that it's worth checking out. I think even if you are not a Christian or you don't know anything about the faith, then these movies can certainly help point you in the right direction and maybe inspire you to do some stuff that you've never done before. With that being said, if you want me to do any other movies, I would love to. This is my new favorite thing to do. I love editing and doing research and sharing my knowledge with you. So leave any information in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you. Also, as everybody says on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and we'll get all the updates. A lot of the stuff has been family stuff, but I also have a lot of faith-based videos in my head and already on the channel, so please view them. And if you give me a thumbs up, then it'll count as a like and I'll know that you watched it. So without further ado, my name is Joshua Howe. This is Freedom is a Choice, and thank you all for watching.